Hey there, Lorcana lovers. My name's Lizard, and I'm excited to talk to you all today about some helpful tips and tricks for the hottest new trading card game, Disney's Lorcana. This video will be especially helpful for beginners to the game, but even if you aren't exactly new to Lorcana, you should still stick around to the end of the video, and I'm sure you'll find most of these tips rather valuable, so let's get into it. First things first, I highly recommend downloading the official Lorcana app onto your phone or tablet. The app is completely free and offers a number of great resources for the game. In the app, you'll notice at the bottom of the home screen there's 4 different icons: Home, Catalog, Lore Counter, and Learn. Quick side note, I use the in-app Lore Counter every time I play the game. It helps you keep track of score for yourself and for your opponent. The catalog is super cool. It contains images of every card in the game. This is not only great for collectors to keep track of what they have and still need, but it's pretty useful for planning out the type of deck you'd like to play with. However, the most important reason for downloading the app is because it offers an easy follow-along, step-by-step guide to learn to play the game. So now that you have a basic understanding of what the game is all about, it's probably time you get your hands on some cards. I personally love the starter decks. With set 1, there were 3 starter decks, and with set 2, there were 2 starter decks. These are all pre-constructed 60-card decks ready for you to play the game. In my personal opinion, I think the starter decks from set 2 are a little bit better. I liked the play style better, and I think they're also just slightly more competitive decks. Now, only several months ago when this game initially released, starter decks, along with just about anything that Lorcana was selling, was extremely hard to come by. Scalpers predicted there'd be a lot of interest in the game, and they grabbed it all up, and it was incredibly difficult to find anything at a reasonable price. Luckily, things have somewhat started to settle down, and product is a lot easier to find now, and you'll probably find it pretty close to MSRP. So I would check out your local game store first, but if they're sold out of the starter decks, you could also check places like Walmart or Target or other big box stores. They're likely to have it on their shelves, but like I said, check your local game store first and help them out. Which leads me to my next valuable tip. Join the Lorcana League at your local game store. Let me tell you a quick story. My wife and I started playing this game the week it was released, and we quickly fell in love with it. We convinced some of our friends to try it out, and guess what? They loved it too. Next thing you know, we're all hanging out once a week to play Lorcana and eat pizza. So soon enough, I found out that my local game store was running a league every Monday night, giving out cool promos as prizes, and also you're guaranteed to get a pack to open up, either at the store or bring it home and open it up. And quite honestly, that's what convinced me the most. At the time I was first starting to play, like I said, product was hard to find. So knowing I was guaranteed to at least get one pack to open up, that really excited me. So that was my main reason at first for wanting to join a league. Now, I'm not the most outgoing guy, I'm sometimes socially a little bit awkward, but I figured, hey, let's give this a try. And my wife and I spent a lot of time at home, so getting to spend time with other humans, playing Lorcana, it might be a much needed interaction. So I gave it a go, and I absolutely loved it. I'm so happy I joined the league. I overcame my fear of meeting new people and trying out a game that I know little about. I was nervous that I wasn't going to be any good. I'd lose every game. And guess what? I did lose every game my first time, and I still had a blast. The people there were just so welcoming and extremely kind, and more than anything, very helpful. So yeah, I highly recommend you check out your local game store and see if they're offering a weekly Lorcana League. Leagues are just a fantastic way to not only gain access to the product, but also they offer the super cool promo cards and pins, and I'm pretty sure that's the only way you can get your hands on these things. As a collector, I'm really grateful to have a complete set of all these promos. Aside from buying them on eBay for a crazy amount of money, like I said, I think the only way you can get your hands on these promos is to actually join your league and go have fun. Even if you're thinking, yeah, I don't know, I don't think I'll be very good at the game, I probably won't win any of my matches. Well, you might be right. However, so what? I promise you'll still have a wonderful time meeting new people, and you'll have great conversations about the game you love, and you'll just get better and better the more you play. Not to mention, my league gave out the promos to everyone who attended, regardless of winning any games. Okay, so my final tip is for all Lorcana players. I'm talking everyone from complete newbies to the top tier pros. If you enjoy playing Lorcana, then you should absolutely download Pixelborn. Pixelborn is a fan-made platform which can host millions of players. I've been so impressed with how well done Pixelborn is. Anyone with a computer can download and play Pixelborn for free. www.pixelborntcg.com. You go to that website, you follow the steps, and you'll be playing Lorcana with people from all over the world in no time at all. Honestly, guys, this platform is incredible. You're instantly granted access to every card in the game, so you can easily test out all the deck combinations you want, and once you have a deck built, you can just simply press play, and you'll quickly be paired up with an opponent. Something else really cool about Pixelborn is their ranking system. It's a ladder that you can climb. You start at, I think it's wood, then you go to bronze or silver, and from there it can go all the way up to, I think, Grand Master. So the more games you win, the higher your rank, and when it's matchmaking for you, you'll be paired up with people in the same rank, and the games will wind up being a lot more competitive. So early on, you'll of course be paired with people that are also potentially new to the game, so you're not going to be losing every single game you play. You'll definitely be paired with people that are evenly matched. So utilizing this platform essentially gives you complete and unlimited access to Lorcana. How cool is that? You can try out any card you want, any deck combination you want, and then once you find the deck that you like the most, you can go out and buy a physical copy of it. That way you save money not having to open up either a ton of packs or buy a bunch of singles just to test out a deck that you may or may not enjoy playing with. Just for that reason alone, I think Pixelborn is absolutely worth giving a try. If I'm being honest, if it weren't for Pixelborn, my wife would still be whooping my butt in every game. But now that I've gotten my practice in, I can challenge her, and you know what? I come out on top at least every other game. So for those of you that don't have someone at home that you can play with, guess what? Now you've got access to a platform where you can play anytime you want, and you will always have an opponent to play against. That's priceless, y'all, and honestly, like I said, it's free, so it's literally priceless. Well, folks, that's all I've got for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoy getting consistent injections of Lorcana news and all things Lorcana, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And as always, guys, be kind and have a wonderful day.